presented USA Basketball. Along with Jeremiah Johnson, I'm Scott McCauley. Welcome inside this incredible facility in Westfield, Indiana. And Jeremiah, we are going to watch some kids play basketball who are going into their 8th grade year.
Some of them.
This will not feel like a middle school game at all.
Exactly.
This is some high-level talent we will see today.
And you'll see some kids maybe going into 7th grade playing up. These are the best of the best. Jackson, Mississippi, you mentioned the Chicagoland area, and I talked with both coaches. We'll share some of those conversations. They are focused. This is a very big deal. They want to win this championship. They want this trophy. They just view the opponents as someone that's in their way.
And they'll have an opportunity over the next 4 quarters, 8-minute quarters here in USA Basketball.
But they probably will primarily feature their top 7 or 8, but this is going to be an in-line to in-line. Handle that pressure and limit their turnovers, I think, will be the team that is successful in this one.
Here we are. Now. Here we are. Listen, life's a funny thing, man, if you live it. Life's a funny thing, beautiful thing if you live it. Now. Here we are. I remember 20 years ago, I took the coach to the championship game, and now. Here we are. And listen, the only thing I wanted of that team was for them to lift me up at the head. I didn't talk about win or lose. I told them, 12 years old, you gonna lift my fat ass up. Victorious. And now. Here we are. And Fidel, he's defensive end. I moved in the middle linebacker. Pick 6. I remember being in that crack van on North Carolina, and now. Here we are. I remember being out there in that hot sun, and now. Here we are. I remember some of y'all wanted to quit, and now. Here we are. I remember some of y'all said we was ass, and now. Here we are. Somebody said football wasn't fun, and now. Here we are. And now.
People ask me all the time, why do you coach? It's not about money or glory. It's not even about winning. It's about bringing people together. Achieving something as a team we could never do alone.
Yeah, hustle it. Go again.
That's what makes it all worthwhile.
Life easy. You know they're gonna be pressing you, right? So you get a ball up as fast as you can to the open man, the first one you see. I see you seeing them, but you holding. Give it up, let the defense shift. They're gonna give it to you back, then you can make your move with some one-on-one penetration. That's all you gotta do. It's gonna make your life so much easier.
do you describe your coaching style?
My coaching style. I like to play like I'm a defensive-minded coach. And I always looked at my coach, I looked at long-term like Doc Rivers. You know, Doc Rivers was a defensive-minded coach. He X and O. I mean, if you remember when the Boston Celtics was playing the Lakers, I was a Laker fan, and I kind of like just piggyback off of him. Being a black coach, Lenny Wilkins, the great Lenny Wilkins of the Atlanta Hawks, I like to play intense, tough-nosed defense, pursuing the basketball, and quick and fast, honestly.
You think you would have success early on?
I mean, you got to define what is success. You know, a lot of people look at success as in winning and losing, and I never saw it as in winning and losing. I always thought being successful is taking a child, get him a situation where it's something, a goal that he has or she has or whatever, and allow them to meet their goal. If it's halfway, if you can't get the long-term goal, at least you reach the short-term goal. So to me, that's what success was.
What is your biggest strengths and weaknesses as a coach?
My biggest strength as a coach, I would say, is me being firm and me being fair. A lot of kids coming in, they don't know what they're actually getting into as far as this basketball, being in an AAU program. They think it's just running up and down and being able to play with your peers, and it's okay. But AAU basketball, it's very, very competitive. So,
Down. Up. Down. Up. Down.
Keep that thing just like this.
What is your goal as a coach?
The goals I had set for as a coach. Starting off, I had a short-term goal. My short-term goal was to win a national championship, and bring that championship to Mississippi. My long-term was to win a USA basketball championship. Crazy enough to think it, I did both. Last year, I won nationals, Future 150 nationals, the 7th grade class, followed by a USA basketball championship right here. So I've already met my goals I wanted to accomplish as far as AU basketball. So now my goal is to win a high school championship.
time for us to start getting ready.
off the street and put him in the gym, what do you think would make him successful?
Well, finding a random kid that just loves to play the game of basketball. First, the player has to be coachable. You know what I'm saying? I mean, a lot of players have talent, but they're not coachable. And when you put it in the perspective of a kid that thinks if he knows everything, and you're a coach to where you're well seasoned and you kind of know what you know or whatever, but if the kid's not coachable, then that's a 1X on his back right there. Also, the kid has to be competitive. If a child is not competitive and, things are not going to go right all the time or whatever, and if it's not competitive, then they'll find themselves shying away from being great or better than what they are. The kid just have to, want to do it. You know what I'm saying? The willingness of a child. You can be coachable, you can be competitive. But if you're not willing to give it your all, to give it 110%, then you're going to find
time is faster.
My dreams don't live down there. That's what my granddad used to tell me. When I used to walk in them projects, I look down, I see crack needles. I see bullets. I see blood stains. But when I looked in the sky, I saw my dreams. I saw my opportunity. When I would go to school, they would tell me I was too dumb. They told me I'd be like my father, like my family, selling dope, going to the penitentiary, never seeing what the real world would be. See, I was a kid, couldn't read till he was 16. But my dream was bigger than my reality. I'm telling you, young king, keep fighting, because your life depends on it. Just like when you get hit with that bullet, and your boy is telling you don't stop breathing, don't stop fighting, you still got life to live. Because if you lay there in your pool of blood, you're gonna die there. Young king, learn how to fight for your purpose and not the money.
You gotta have a vision for what it is you really, truly want. A vision is about what you're here to create. A vision that really works is one that excites you. It has to be a
pool of blood, you're gonna die there. Young king, learn how to fight for your purpose and not the money.
Does coaching benefit you in a way?
Coaching gives me direction. That's how it's beneficial to me. It gives me direction in order to instruct kids and not a matter of discipline, and to put them in situations where I know life learned lessons will be taught, and make sure they just become like productive citizens. Because anybody can dribble a basketball, but not everybody's disciplined enough to go to like college, pursue college and earn a degree, to get up every day and go after, being a father, and raising a family and becoming a productive citizen like I just spoke of.